Hi guys, so welcome to the Noodle Board workshop. So this is going to be pretty easy. You're going to be just taking your vinyl, placing it on your noodle board. I have mine on my stove. It was really honestly the easiest place to put it because it's already fitted to fit here while I do this. So you have your vinyl. It is attached. I've already peeled it for you, so it's going to be pretty easy. It's going to attach to your clear transfer tape, so go ahead and start to pull that off. One thing though, before you do that, important part of this, just kind of position it on your board so you kind of have an idea of where you want it, because once you peel it, it's kind of like the end game, like that's it. It doesn't really yield well to repositioning, so kind of get an idea. Then you can peel it. You're going to get rid of this backing. You're not going to need that anymore. And then you're going to go ahead and place it where you would like. So one thing to kind of remember with this, and it's going to be easier with some designs than others, if you can try to avoid placing a large amount of the vinyl over one of the creases, just the better it's going to look. Some of them you're not going to be able to avoid it. These words I can kind of position it so the bulk of them are not over a crease. And then once you place it, just start rubbing it on there. If you've got like a scraper tool, feel free to use it here. If not, just make sure you get over all those letters, especially if you do have something over a crease. You're going to want to make sure to really rub on that. So once you've done that, grab a corner, whatever corner works for you, doesn't matter, and begin to peel off. So as you go, make sure that your letters are obviously sticking to your board. If you've got a spot that maybe is being a little stubborn, just lay the transfer vinyl or the transfer tape back down over your vinyl and then just rub in that spot. Make sure you go slowly. I always pull up at an angle. Just make sure that you are watching, making sure everything is staying stuck down. Sometimes if you've got a really stubborn piece, you can always lay it down and then try pulling it from a different direction. Sometimes it's simply the direction of the vinyl, of the pulling, that is being the pain. Now this is permanent vinyl, so it's going to stay affixed to your wood. And then obviously this is not food grade. That's one thing I need to throw out there. These are going to be purely for decoration. We would need to stain it and finish it with a food grade material for these to be safe for food prep. So if that is something you really want, we could always chat about that. But in general, the workshop you purchased here, these are just decorations to put over your stove. So no making cookies or anything on them. A little part here that's being stubborn. So like I said, if you've got a part that's being stubborn, you can always try to pull from a different angle. We got this A here that just does not want to sit. There we go. So just try it from a different angle. Be patient with it. The biggest thing when you're doing vinyl is just make sure you go slow. Most things can be fixed as long as you catch it early. If you just tear it off, well, there's going to be lots of problems. And then usually if it's a smaller, intricate piece, you know, it's going to take a little bit more love. So just make sure you're paying attention if you've got little letters, intricate pieces. Like these letters up here are just not wanting to cooperate. Try it from this direction. sometimes when your vinyl or your transfer tape lays back down, pieces want to start coming back up. And then if you have scissors handy, you can always cut this transfer tape too as you go if you want to avoid you know, it sitting back down on top of your letters. You can for sure do that. Another thing too, if you would like, and this is definitely a personal preference, before you lay down your vinyl, if you want to cut up the vinyl pieces, so say you like get it and you don't like the way that I have it kind of organized, feel free to cut out each letter. You can put them wherever you want. It does not need to stay like it is. As long as you keep the transfer tape on the vinyl, as long as that's intact, you can, you know, cut that original vinyl and transfer tape. I should have cut this transfer tape because I already had all of these stuck. Gosh dang it. There we go. All right. So once you get done, just go back over, make sure everything is stuck down. So it usually will take about 24 hours for this to fully like cure and affix to your item. So obviously this is just a decor piece, so it's not going to be any like major wear and tear, but just give it a good 24 hours to just kind of adhere and stick to your item. So there you go. Make sure that you take a picture, jump on, find the album. There's an album on the Facebook page where you can upload your photos. Make sure you share with us your finished project so that we can all see your creations.